Alrighty, so Whistle came to Shudder, I don't know, a few weeks ago, something like that. The new film from Corin Hardy, who this is his third movie. He did The Hollow from 2015, which is a very good movie. Then he directed The Nun, which is a terrible film, in my opinion. And now we have Whistle, which he also directed this, he didn't write it, which I'll get to that in a minute. But we have, I don't know, it's entertaining. I can say that. It's not like I wasted my time here. I've just seen this movie hundreds of times at this point. And what I mean by that, it's so cookie cutter, it's so generic. It is just your by the numbers, full of every trope, every cliche, and aimed at a younger adult audience as well. Cursed object horror movie. That's exactly what this film is. Beat by beat. Now, I enjoy those kinds of movies for what they are. Throw it on, have some fun with it, and then never really think about it ever again. That's what this movie's like. The best thing this movie has going for it, or had going for it, is the little tweak on a premise we've had a million times too. Of course, Final Destination is going to be the first movie everybody compares this to. But you have this girl, Chris, played by Daphne Keane, I think her name is. I haven't really seen her in much. She does good in this. The acting's not too bad. But she ends up moving to a new school, another, just by the numbers, every trope you can imagine. And she ends up finding this Aztec death whistle. And she ends up showing her teacher, Nick Frost from Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz. He plays the teacher. He's only in it for 10 minutes of this movie. I wish he was in more of it, but he isn't. Then they end up blowing the whistle, and it calls your death from whenever you're supposed to die. So say you're supposed to die of old age at 70 years old. Now your death is coming for you, and when it catches up with you, you end up shriveling up to a 78-year-old person, an old person, and dying the way you were supposed to die. So it's like calling your death from whenever it was supposed to happen and having it come to you now. And that's the curse they got to deal with. Again, unique little, twists there on the death is coming for you cursed object movie. That's what this is. There's no surprises. There's nothing really creative. The CGI is very bad at times. The practical effects are pretty good, and some mixture of the both look alright, but a lot of the CGI is pretty hit or miss. But some of the deaths are cool. It's just, like I said, I've seen this movie I don't know how many times. Exact movie. Truth or Dare from Blumhouse, the Final Destination films. The other Truth or Dare from 2017, 2018, the better one that's not from Blumhouse. Ringu, but that's just for the cursed object. Bedeviled. You can go on and on with this exact premise. Main character has a lot of trauma from something in her past. They end up finding some cursed object or getting, roped into some supernatural curse that extends to their entire friend group. And then you always have a scene where one of them says, "Fuck you, I'm in control of my own destiny." He walks out of there and he's the first one to die. And then they say, "Oh shit, yeah, this is real." And then there's an expert they go to. There's always one person who knows everything. This Smile, straight up Smile ripoff from this too. They find an expert. They know everything. They think they can figure it out. And then usually there's some type of twist or something that it doesn't go the right way. That is this movie beat for beat. So if you can enjoy a film like that, and the characters aren't too great, like I said, Chris is a good character, and I don't even remember their names. That's how, unmemorable they are. Allie, I think, Chris's love interest. They're good. And it's not terrible acting or anything like that. Just average. That's the perfect word for this movie. Average. Across the board. It's not bad. It's not great. You can have fun with it if you can have fun with these types of movies. just with a fresh coat of paint. A new cast of characters, some new cursed item, same type of fucking script and everything. So, if you haven't seen Whistle, and it sounds like something you want to check out, it is worth watching once. It's worth checking out. Again, it's just so generic. And honestly, this is his third movie that he directed, Hardy. I think he should start writing the scripts for his movies that he directs again. Writing and directing. Because he wrote and directed The Hollow. And it's a great movie. This movie and The Nun, he didn't write, he just directed. The Nun is terrible compared to this movie. This is like an excellent film compared to The Nun. But yeah, he should start writing scripts again and direct them, because I feel like he does better when he writes and directs and has more control. But that's Whistle. Let me know if you've seen it. If you haven't, check it out. If it sounds like something you want to see.